are moments when loneliness arrives so quietly, you almost don't notice it. It isn't always an empty room. Sometimes, it's sitting at a table full of people and feeling like no one really knows you. It's laughing at the right moments, joining every conversation, answering every message, and still going to bed with the feeling that something is missing. Loneliness isn't always the absence of people. Sometimes, it's the absence of feeling understood. And perhaps, that's a feeling many more of us carry than we're willing to admit. When we were children, making friends often felt simple. You liked the same game. You laughed at the same joke. By the end of the afternoon, you had a new friend. Somewhere along the way, it became more complicated. We learned to be polite, to be successful, to be interesting, to say, "I'm fine," even when we weren't. Little by little, we stopped asking, "Who understands me?" and started wondering, "Will they like me?" Those two questions are not the same. One looks for connection, the other looks for approval. And approval can never cure loneliness. Imagine walking into a room wearing a mask. Everyone smiles at you. They compliment you. They enjoy your company. But all the while, a quiet thought remains. If they knew the real me, would they still stay? Many of us wear invisible masks, not because we're dishonest, but because we're afraid. Afraid of being too emotional, too quiet, too sensitive, too different. The strange thing is, the more perfect the mask becomes, the lonelier we often feel. Because people may know the version we're performing, while the real person is still waiting to be discovered. For a long time, I believed one day someone would arrive and make the loneliness disappear. Maybe a partner, maybe a best friend, maybe a new city, maybe a different life. But loneliness isn't always solved by someone's arrival, because sometimes we carry it with us. We move to a new place, the loneliness follows. We meet new people. It quietly sits beside us. Not because something is wrong with us, but because loneliness isn't only asking for company. Sometimes, it's asking for honesty. One morning, I made tea. I sat near the window. There was no music, no phone, no plan, just silence. At first, it felt uncomfortable. My mind searched for something to do, something to distract itself. But after a while, I noticed the birds outside, the steam rising from the mug, the light moving slowly across the floor. Nothing extraordinary happened. Yet somehow, the silence no longer felt empty. It felt peaceful. Perhaps loneliness begins to soften the moment we stop running away from ourselves. We often believe that connection begins when someone finally understands us. Maybe it begins a little earlier. Maybe it begins when we stop hiding. When we tell a friend, "I'm not doing very well today." When we admit, "I've been feeling lonely." Not everyone will understand, but the right people don't need perfect words. they simply need honesty. Real connection has never been about saying the right thing. It's about feeling safe enough to be real. If you've been feeling lonely lately, I hope you remember this. Loneliness isn't proof that you're unlovable. It isn't proof that you failed. Sometimes it's simply your heart asking for something deeper. Not more conversations, not more notifications, not more noise. Just one place where you don't have to pretend. Maybe that place begins inside you. And maybe, little by little, as you become kinder to yourself, the loneliness won't disappear overnight, but it may become a little quieter. Thank you for taking a thoughtful pause with me today. Until next time, if today feels lonely, be the gentle company your heart has been waiting for.